Scott Fischer here. Welcome back to my top 5 tips to be a better entrepreneur. This week, we'll talk about tip number 2, always be a student of the business. Look, there are 3 key components to being a better student of the business. First, we must always track and measure. We must do this internally and externally. Internally, we must listen to what our business is telling us. Our data drives our success. Track and measure your data to learn and evolve. Externally, we must learn from our peers and leverage their knowledge. It's important to learn, explore, and evaluate your own business as well as others. So, why is this important? If we stop learning, we stop growing. If we dig in and understand the performance of our business and we benchmark it against other businesses, we find new ways to innovate and to continue to grow. Second, we must continue our education and training. If we always do what we've always done, we will be left behind. We have to get in front of the trends and the challenges to grow ourselves to the top and to remain at the top. As I mentioned last week, there is timeless wisdom in business books. There are always phenomenal expos, conventions, and workshops available. This is how we learn and grow. So why should we care? Why should we care about learning and growing? Business leaders and business coaches provide insight and clarity on how to lead our businesses. But the more involved you are in continued education, the more you participate in education, the more you learn. And the fact is, we are never too old or too smart to learn and grow and be better educated. When we are working with our peers and like-minded businesses, we're able to obtain feedback from those who are not emotionally connected to our business. They don't tell us what we want to hear, but rather they tell us what we need to hear. This is really valuable feedback that will help you meet or exceed your expectations. Okay, third, we must keep focused on future trends. Learning with a broader perspective allows us to get in front of upcoming challenges and changes. How we did business 10 years ago isn't how we'll do business today. We must stay in line with the technological evolution and digital space to continue to grow and succeed. So what does this mean? What does all this really mean? There's probably more to this today than there's ever been because technology has created so much change. With the digital push in all aspects of our business and life, we must stay ahead of the curve and be prepared for the future. In summary, to be a student of the business, we must always track and measure, both internally and externally. We must seek continual education and training and keep a focus on future trends, particularly around the digital evolution. Take a moment to get a pulse on your business. Can you provide data and measure against your competition? Do you have scheduled training for your team, for you and your team? Are you aware of what's happening globally? Is your business technology up to date? If so, keep it going. If not, dig in and become a greater student of your business. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week for the 3rd tip in how to be a better entrepreneur.